Okay, I'm manufacturing a product in China and I'm listening to what's happening on the news, and I know tariffs might be coming. What's it going to do to the price of my product at retail? Watch this video. All right, this is I think video number four. I'm not even quite sure how many we've done, but if you want to know what it's like to manufacture in China, if you want a guide, you want a person that knows what they're doing, all the information's down below. Check out Steven. This is what he does for people. He helps them manufacture correctly overseas, especially in China. I'm sure other parts of the world as well. Here's my question though. Okay, we just had this election. Everybody's worried about the tariffs. They're going to come back. All that product is going to get more expensive if I'm manufacturing over in China. What should people do? Should people start to worry about it? How can they prepare for something like this that's going to happen? Or maybe it's not going to happen.
Maybe it's not going to happen. We don't know. But there's an old saying that you hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Yes.
So you should be preparing for it. And if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. There's lots of places that manufacture products all over the world. I've been fortunate enough to visit factories in India, here in Thailand, looking at them right now. Of course, the US, I've got clients who are manufacturing. Australia. But China is the world's factory. 30% of the world's goods are there.
Okay.
The infrastructure is there. Everything from roads to electricity to deep water ports and so on. Other countries are scrambling to catch up. And it's going to be quite a few years till that happens. So right now, for most goods, you're going to want to be able to manufacture in China.
Okay.
And during the election, the numbers that was discussed was a 60% tariff, 20% on all countries outside of the US, is 60% for China. So if you've got a product that costs $4, it's going to end up costing you $6.40 because 60% of four is $2.40.
Okay.
So you've got $2.40 additional price on top of your $4. That can be very tough if you're not prepared for that. It's numbers.
So what do you mean?
Just
Okay.
numbers.
So how do I prepare for that? Do I start to just do my math and know that that's what my retail price is going to be at the end of the day? And can I sell it for that price?
We were talking about teaching people how to negotiate. And I've got a video from just last month, October, at the Canton Fair, taking my students, sitting them down and going through negotiation. So we went into a booth, a place that sells depending on where you are in the States or the world, you're going to call them plushies or stuffies, stuffed animals. That's what I know as.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we went into this place that had stuffed animals, and we knew that a good size, we figured one out. We were going to make it look like a red panda, which is a really cute little animal, and figuring selling it for $19.99.
Okay.
Now we haven't done any sort of surveys or anything else, but just knowing what things, similar things sell for the store. So at $19.99, we wanted to make sure that we had a healthy multiplier. Multiplier is the difference or the ratio between your raw cost, what it costs coming out of the factory,
Okay.
and what the retail cost is on the shelf. Traditionally, I've always gone for 7x, but with this potential tariff, 9x is the goal to have. So there should be the cost of, you figure out first what the cost is or the price is that's going to be on the shelf customers want to pay. You divide that by 9. And now that becomes the constraints when you negotiate the price per unit. You don't want to go higher than that target price, which is not a 9x, the 1/9 of the final sale price. And that's what we did. We sat down, and there's actually a video. I'll send you a link to the video. Also, I have it on the site. We sit down, and the first thing the woman tells us is this is $4 a unit. And I teach my folks how to negotiate non-verbally as well as verbally. And as we talk and chat, she comes back without us even saying lower the price. She comes back and says, $3.33. And then we continue on, and I have a friend that says, I have the loudest silence he's ever heard. Silence is just a great technique when you negotiate. But we got the price down to $2.14 a unit.
Wow.
So that's about a 9.3 cents multiplier. If we started at $4, it would have cost us out of our pocket $6.40. But because we got it down to $2.14, it costs us $3 and
Jeez.
get the exact number, but less than $4.
Okay.
So now we're protected. We're not that tariff is not impacting us anymore. Tariffs are a percentage of the product cost. And if you bring the product cost down, bring the tariff down.
Got it. So you need to be prepared for it, and you need to know how to negotiate maybe a little harder now because of it, right?
You need to know how to negotiate. And more important, I think most people, and this will surprise you, most people, if they're genuine, negotiations is a conversation. If they're genuine and you have a good conversation, you'll find that you're successful to some.
Okay.
But the challenge is people don't understand what their price should be at the start. Very easy to get shiny object syndrome. And oh, let's add this, let's add that. Oh, we can do LEDs and so on. And suddenly the price goes up and up and up. And then you still have to multiply that price to what the retailer is going to sell it at. Suddenly you're pricing yourself out of success.
So you need
understand
to
your price first. Yeah.
Can we do a video? Can we do a video on negotiations? Is that okay to do one of those?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, you guys, stay tuned. We're going to do one on negotiations in just a minute because I'll tell you this is really important. So stay tuned. This is Stephen Key. Okay, you've got a great idea and you want to get it to the right companies, but you realize it's not that easy to do and you want the pros to do it. We have a new program at inventRight. It's called Gateway, where we find the right companies to license your product idea to, and we reach out to them and make sure we're getting to the right people. We're going to handle all the heavy lifting for you, and when that licensing agreement comes over, we're going to help negotiate it to make sure it's fair and balanced. This program is called Gateway. If it sounds like something you're interested in, please give us a call.